There is a kind of doing that is not doing at all. Yet through it, the world moves, the seasons turn, and life unfolds without effort. When I sit beside the river and watch the current pass, I see this truth more clearly than any scripture could teach. The water never strains. It does not think, "I must reach the sea." And yet, without hurry, it always arrives. Humans have forgotten this. We chase, we grasp, we plan, and we suffer when things do not obey our designs. But the Tao does not chase. The Tao does not plan. And still, everything happens in its own perfect rhythm. Doing nothing does not mean laziness. It means not forcing. It means allowing life to unfold as clouds form, as grass grows, as night turns to dawn. When nothing is done, it does not mean nothing happens. It means everything that needs to happen happens by itself. Look at the bamboo. It bends when the wind blows. It does not resist. It yields. And because it yields, it never breaks. When the storm is gone, it stands upright again, silent, patient, whole. This is Wu Wei, the way of effortless harmony. When I was young, I tried to shape the world. I wanted people to live rightly, to act justly, to follow the way. I spoke many words, and the more I spoke, the more disorder I created. So I grew silent, and only then did understanding return. I realized when the sage does nothing, the people transform themselves. When the ruler is still, the kingdom finds peace. When the heart stops trying to be pure, it becomes pure on its own. Have you ever tried to make someone love you? The more you try, the farther they drift. But when you rest in your own being, calm as the valley, love returns naturally drawn to your stillness. This is how life works. You are the valley, not the wind. You are the riverbed, not the current. Hold space and let the water find its way. There is power in stillness, though it seems like nothing. Think of the mountain. It does not move, yet the clouds circle it. It does not call, yet the rivers begin from its flanks. Its silence commands all movement around it. The wise person becomes like this, firm in quietness, gentle in spirit, unattached in intention. When you stop interfering, when you stop pushing the current, you will begin to notice the deep intelligence that has always been there. The flower opens at dawn without instruction. The bird migrates without a map. The sun sets without effort. And the same order lives in you. The more you interfere, the less you align. The more you push, the less things move. Even when you think you are helping, you may be disturbing what was already in harmony. The river needs no hand to guide it. The seed needs no sermon to grow. In stillness, they fulfill their nature. So I say to you, cease your endless improvement. Stop trying to polish the mirror. When you stop touching the water, it becomes clear by itself. Once a disciple came to me and said, "Master, I work and work, yet nothing changes. I tried to be good, to be wise, but my heart grows heavier." I told him, "When you stir muddy water, it does not clear. Leave it alone, and clarity will come." He did not understand, so I sent him to the river. For many days he sat by the bank and watched. When he returned, he bowed deeply and said, "Now I see. The river never rushes, yet it carves mountains. Doing without doing is not inaction. It is trust. It is knowing that the Tao, in the court of a wise ruler, things run smoothly because he does not meddle in every detail. He sets few laws, but lives by example. He trusts the people as he trusts the seasons. Through his stillness, balance returns. This is why meddling leaders create chaos, and silent sages create peace. Consider the valley. It is the lowest place, yet all waters flow into it. Because it does not compete, it becomes the ruler of rivers. Be the valley. Let others rise and fall as they will. You stay open, receptive, humble. From humility flows great power. To live by Wu Wei is to remember your original nature, before effort, before ambition. The newborn does not plan its breath, yet it lives. The tree does not calculate how to grow, yet it spreads its branches perfectly. You too were born with this wisdom. You only forgot because you learned to interfere. You were taught to conquer, to fix, to strive, but you cannot conquer the wind. You can only adjust your sail. The wise sailor trusts the sea, not his strength. When I look at the world today, I see men running faster than their shadows. They speak loudly of progress, yet their hearts are restless. They accumulate tools to save time, but lose all time in worry. They have forgotten the art of being. Doing nothing means returning to that art. It means stepping aside so that the universe may step through you. It means trusting that the seed knows how to bloom, the heart knows when to heal, and the path will appear when your steps are still. Stop asking, "What should I do?" Ask instead, "What is already happening?" Move with it. Flow like water through openings, not like a hammer against walls. To the impatient, this teaching feels like death, but to the wise, it is freedom. For only when you stop grasping can you finally hold everything. Only when you stop trying to be someone can you return to being what you already are. When you live in a world that worships motion, to be still seems strange. When all around you hurry to build, to prove, to achieve, your quietness will confuse them. They will say, "You are wasting time." But how can time be wasted when one lives in harmony with the eternal? Look at the tree in winter. It does not force itself to bear fruit. It rests, gathers strength in its roots, and waits. When spring comes, blossoms appear naturally, not because the tree made a plan, but because it followed the rhythm of heaven and earth. So too must you learn the rhythm of your own nature. There is a season for stillness and a season for movement, a time for action and a time for waiting. When you act before the time, you pull the fruit before it ripens. When you delay after the time, you let the fruit rot on the branch. To live the Tao is to feel the right moment without calculation. It is to let the pulse of the universe move through you, not around you. You ask, "How can I live this way in the noise of the world?"
The Tao moves like this, beyond your judgments, beyond your plans. When you trust the unfolding, you stop labeling life. When you stop labeling, peace returns. In your relationships, practice non-doing. Do not rush to correct, to fix, or to persuade. Let silence speak where words fail. A kind gaze, a patient pause may heal more than 100 arguments. When you listen without agenda, truth rises naturally. To lead others, be like water. It nourishes all and seeks the lowest place. It flows where it is needed, not where it is praised. The highest ruler is not the one who commands the loudest, but the one whose presence is barely felt, yet under whom all things thrive. You may think, if I do not act, the world will fall apart. But tell me, who keeps the stars from falling each night? Who tells the moon when to wane and wax? Who opens the petals of the lotus at dawn? If the universe can move in perfect harmony without your command, perhaps your life can too. Doing nothing does not mean turning away from life. It means turning toward it with open hands. When you stop clutching, the right actions arise by themselves. You will speak when words are needed, and you will be silent when silence heals more. You will move when movement is true, and you will rest when rest restores. This is not apathy, it is clarity. A clear lake reflects the sky perfectly, but only when it is undisturbed. When you act from stillness, you move as the Tao moves, without error, without resistance. Let your mind be like the open valley. Let your heart be like the deep ocean, accepting all, grasping none. When joy comes, let it pass through you. When sorrow comes, do the same. Do not hold, do not cling. In letting everything move, you become unmoved. Sometimes you will feel the world rushing ahead of you, the noise, the urgency, the demand to keep up. Let them pass. Do not chase the current. Watch it flow. You will find that in time, the world circles back to the one who is still. The valley never runs after the water, yet all rivers return to it. In a quiet mind, wisdom ripens. In a soft heart, strength abides. In doing nothing, all is done. When the mind no longer seeks to control, life becomes simple. When life becomes simple, the Tao reveals itself. So, my friend, sit by the river, watch the clouds drift, breathe without effort. Feel the pulse of the universe within your chest. There is nothing to become. There is only the endless becoming that you are already part of. The Tao does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Remember this when you wake, when you speak, when you love, when you rest. The wind moves through bamboo,
Do not chase it. Sit quietly, and you will find it has been with you all along. The sage does not act, and yet leaves nothing undone. The water does not strive, and yet carves the mountain. The sky does not speak, and yet nourishes all things. So too, when you stop grasping, life flows through you effortlessly. When you trust the Tao, all that must be done is done, not by effort, but by harmony. Be like water, rest in your nature, and the world will find its way through you.